Thomas. All aboard. It's Crazy Train. Hi guys, it's Paul from Pro Guitar Tuition and we're back for another classic riff. This week we are looking at Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, undoubtedly an absolute classic. I will do the rest of the song at some point. I'll probably do it in sections otherwise, because I don't want to do really long videos. But today we're just going to look at that initial intro riff. So the riff starts on the 2nd fret of the E string, and for this riff I like to basically keep my hand in one position. And so I use the kind of 1 finger per fret rule. So that, if you're not familiar with that, it's basically that, you know, I use my 1st finger, in this case on the 2nd fret. On the 3rd fret, I would use my 2nd finger. On the 4th fret, my 3rd finger. 5th fret, my 4th finger. So basically I'm just always using the same finger on the same fret, so I don't have to move my hand particularly. And I think that makes this riff really easy. So the riff starts on the E string at the 2nd fret. And then it moves to the 4th fret on the A string. So what we have is... So I would use my 1st finger for the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 4th fret there. Then I would use my 4th finger to get to the 5th fret on the A string. Then it goes back to the 4th fret. Okay, so it's really easy, you don't have to move your hand at all because we're using all of our fingers to make this riff much easier. Then we're going to do the 2nd fret on the A string using our 1st finger. And then we are going to use our 4th and 3rd fingers to come down to the E string. So we've got this little section. So when you come down off of the 2nd fret on the A string, down to the 5th fret on the E, I would put both my 4th and 3rd finger down. So I put my 3rd finger down on the string behind my 4th finger ready, because I'm going to move from the 5th fret to the 4th in a second. So that just makes it a smoother transition than kind of putting my 3rd finger down as I'm lifting my 4th finger. So after playing that bit, we go back to the 2nd fret on the A, back down to the 5th and 4th frets again on the E, but we're going to go to an open string. Okay, so when you put those two together, you have... And then the riff just starts again. And that's what the riff does round and round. I'm not sure quite exactly how many times, but then before the main rest, kind of the rest of the song begins, we have 2 power chords, and we've got a D5 power chord and an E power chord. So for the D5 power chord, we're using our 1st finger at the 5th fret on the A string, and then we've got our 3rd and 4th fingers at the 7th fret on the D and G strings. And then for the E, we're simply keeping that same position, but moving up 2 frets. And we get into that section with those power chords from the riff, but it's only half of the riff. So if we put a whole version of the riff in front of it, so what I would say with this is take it slowly, work on it. It's a great exercise for your fingers. It's going to get some independence between them, but it can be a little bit tricky and might feel awkward to start with. But take it nice and slow. People say practice makes perfect. The truth is practice makes permanent. So if you're playing this and trying to do it too quickly and you're playing it wrong, actually you'll always play it wrong at whatever speed. Take it slow, make sure you're getting it right. and then just build up speed over time. Guys, thanks very much for joining me for that riff. I'll try and put a link to some tab in the description, and look out in future for the remainder of this song. Hi guys, thanks for watching. For more guitar tips and video lessons, click on the subscribe button down below and let me know in the comments what songs or video lessons you'd like to see. If you want to keep up with some of our news, you can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, or you can always check out our website, crowboroughguitartuition.com.